You ever look at your phone and realize nobody has access to you? The group chats are dead, your notifications are dry. You start asking, do I just have no friends? Or is there something seriously wrong with me? Here's the twist. If you have few or no real friends, there's a good chance it's not because you're broken. It's because your brain is running a rare build that doesn't fit the default social settings. And if you don't understand that code, it will quietly sabotage your dating life, your confidence, and the way you move as a man. Let's talk like men for a second. Being friendless doesn't just hurt on Friday nights. It hits when you see her out with a group and you're always the outsider. It hits when you start believing the story that you're the weird one, the boring one, the extra. The world pushes one message. If you have no friends, you're the problem. I don't buy that. What I see over and over are men with very specific traits that make normal social life feel shallow, exhausting, or pointless. Those traits are rare. If you don't understand them, they turn into isolation. If you do, they become an advantage. Trait number 1. You have a brutal allergy to fake people. You can feel when someone is performing instead of being real. The forced laugh, the overcompensating, bro, love you man, from a guy who would drop you in a second. Your system flags that instantly. Most guys will ignore that feeling just to stay liked. You can't. So you disappear. You answer dry. You stop showing up. Why? Because your pattern recognition is sharp. Maybe you grew up around manipulation, or people saying one thing and doing another. Now your nervous system treats fakeness like a threat. The downside? You cut off entire rooms just to avoid a few clowns. The upgrade? New rule: filter, don't flee. You don't need to vibe with everybody. Scan the room, pick 1 or 2 people who feel grounded, and give them a little more of you instead of ghosting the whole environment. Trait number 2. You crave depth, not noise. You're not allergic to people. You're allergic to conversations that say nothing. You're on a date or at a hangout and everyone's stuck in the "so what do you do? Haha, that's crazy" loop. You either go quiet or you drop something real and the whole vibe glitches. Your mind wants the real stuff. What drives them, what scares them, what they actually care about. That depth is powerful. But when you only want deep and raw, you skip the early levels of connection. Most people need some light banter, some level 1 dialogue, before they unlock deeper layers. The shift? Think of connection like a game with stages. Small talk isn't the destination, it's the loading screen. Use it on purpose. Start light, then gently steer 1 layer deeper instead of trying to teleport straight to soul-bearing mode. Trait number 3. Social interaction drains you faster than it drains most people. After a group event, your head is buzzing. You remember looks, tone changes, throwaway comments. You leave and you're replaying the night like you're reviewing game footage. Everyone else wants to hit another spot. You want your room and silence. This isn't you being antisocial. It's you processing more data than the average person. Your brain is like a 4K camera in a world that's cool with 240p. It's picking up more emotional noise, and that costs energy. The problem is when you don't know this and you start labeling yourself. Lazy, awkward, boring. So you either avoid people completely, or you force yourself into too many social situations and then crash. The upgrade? Treat social energy like battery life, not magic. You decide where the battery goes. Choose fewer, smaller interactions that matter and give yourself permission to recharge after. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you a man who understands his hardware. Trait number 4. You're extremely independent, almost to a fault. You don't need a crowd to function. You can go to the gym alone, eat alone, grind alone. You've built a whole inner world where you don't need constant validation to exist. On one hand, that's rare. Most dudes crumble if nobody's watching their story. You could go off-grid for a month and be fine. But independence has a shadow side. Because you don't need people, you've convinced yourself you don't need to let people in. You keep your wins to yourself. You keep your pain to yourself. You become the "I'm good" guy, even when you're not. From the outside, that reads as cold, distant, uninterested. Women read it as "he doesn't care" or "he's emotionally unavailable." Guys read it as "he doesn't vibe with us." The shift? You don't have to become the loud, oversharing guy. You just need to send clearer signals. Share 10% more than you normally would. If you'd normally say, "I'm fine," say, "I'm fine, just tired from work today." If you'd normally keep a joke in your head, let it out. Signal, don't sell. Trait number 5. Your past burned you, so now your trust has a high entry fee. Maybe you had a friend group that turned on you. Maybe you were the backup option, the punching bag, the invisible one. Maybe someone you thought was forever used your secrets against you. Your brain learned one thing: letting people in is dangerous. So now you watch, you test, you stay quiet. You take months, sometimes years, before you fully relax around someone. You're always half ready for them to flip. Psychology has shown this for years. Once trust is broken, the mind builds higher walls to keep you safe. That kept you alive back then. But if you never update that code, those walls don't just keep out toxic people, they keep out everyone. The upgrade? Stop treating trust like a light switch and start treating it like a dimmer. Don't go from stranger to "here's my deepest trauma," but don't stay in permanent closed mode either. Share something small. Watch what they do. If they handle the small stuff well, you open the dimmer a little more. So what do you do with all of this? Let me give you a simple framework I wish someone handed me years ago. I call it Solo Wolf to Selective Pack. Step 1. Name your build. Write down those traits and own them. I'm not broken. I'm selective, deep, low on social battery, independent, and careful with trust. That's your base code. Step 2. Design your arenas. Pick 2 or 3 environments that actually match your wiring. Smaller groups, hobby-based spaces, communities built around learning, fitness, or creativity. Step 3. Run low-risk reps. Once a week, you run a small social experiment. Not to become the life of the party, just to upgrade one tiny behavior. Ask one follow-up question. Share one honest opinion. Send one message checking in. Those reps retrain your nervous system. You're teaching your body, I can stay present without losing myself. I can open up without getting destroyed. Before this video, you might have seen yourself as the guy with no friends, the background character, the extra, the dude who watches life happen to other people. After this, I want you to see something different. You're not the glitch. You're the rare build nobody gave the manual for. Nobody explained that your sensitivity to fake people is a gift that needs better filters. Nobody told you your need for depth is powerful, but you have to walk people down there step by step. Your social battery, your independence, your trust issues, all of that is code, and code can be rewritten. This isn't about becoming the loudest guy in the room. It's about becoming a man who understands himself so well that he can choose when to stand alone and when to let a few real people in. Here's your next move. Tonight, before you knock out, do two things. First, write down which of these traits hit you the hardest. That's your starting map. Second, pick one tiny social rep you're going to run this week. One text, one conversation, one invite you actually say yes to. Lock it in. If you want more breakdowns like this, male psychology, attraction, the real inner game nobody taught you, hit subscribe and stay close. This is PsycheLure. I'm Adrian.